Hey guys, it's Rory and I'm back with our December empties and an end of the year recap. So all throughout the year I keep track of all my information for my empties, my declutters in a spreadsheet, and I'm here to talk about kind of changes year over year, what I accomplished, all those fun things. But without further ado, let's get started on those December empties and then we'll move into everything else. So I did have some fun things finish up right at the end of the month here. It's currently the 27th, I believe. And yeah, so anything that I finish in like the remaining 3 days, I'm just gonna push into the new year because I've already done all my calculations, everything. So anyways, I had this empty bed head, back it up, texturizing cream. I finished multiple of these for the entire year, and I was actually really sad to see this one go because I was getting ready to leave for vacation and I was like, shoot, I don't have my hair products, so I'm gonna try and use other hair products that I have in my collection to get a similar look, and then I will definitely be repurchasing this in the new year. But currently I'm on a no buy from Ulta until the end of the year, so use this up, we'll definitely repurchase. Another empty that we have, this is the Strivectin KP Bump exfoliator, like for your arms. I liked this. I think I liked it more than the first aid one. And it's because of the smell. Like, I feel like the first aid one kind of goes off a little bit fast and just has a weird smell, and this one was fine. I don't know if I would necessarily like need this in my routine. We'll see if like maybe as the winter goes on and I'm not using it as much anymore, if maybe I'll want it back in my routine and then I'll get it again. But it's something that I would happily pick up like on sale, or if I was doing a points haul, something like that. Yeah. I had a couple scent related things for end of year. I had this Target brand wax melt. This was vanilla, cashmere, and driftwood. But I'm working through my wax melts, and I think this was maybe the last of the Target brand ones that I had. And now I just have some like indie ones, so yeah. Otherwise, I have this Celestial Yang Yang incense that I got at a local shop. I liked it, but I think I like the cinnamon ones more. I think that's my go-to scent, and so I probably won't get it again, but it was fun. So use that up. Let's see. This one, Hero Mighty Patch, just acne patches. Feel like I've been dealing with a lot of breakouts lately, so I've been putting these on, and I have another pack already, so not worried about that. I usually repurchase them whenever I do like a points haul. I'll just like get a box then. This one's just the wrapper. This is the Sparta Candle Co. Afterglow hand soap, and this is named after the Taylor Swift song. The scents are cucumber, honeydew, and aloe, and it's this really pretty like sunsetty looking soap, but I currently have that going. Whenever I do a soap, like a bar soap, I'll put the wrapper in and then I'll just count the empty then versus like when I finish the soap. So that's in. And then I just have a couple more things. I have, let's see. I have a Touchland hand sanitizer. This is from the Christmas set. This is Spiced Pumpkin Teeny scented. And I think that it was pretty good smelling. I have, I think, 2 more from that particular collection to finish, and there's like a gingerbread one that I'm currently using. I do not like the scent of it, so I don't know. I liked about half of the set, I would say. So I'll maybe get that in the future again, I'm not sure. And then I have 2 more empties and then 2 declutters. I have this Good Molecules Yerba Mate Wake Up Eye Gel. Had this, I think, for like a year and a half or 2 years, probably a year. Um, it was nice. It had caffeine in it, so it was like supposed to help kind of like with under eye puffiness. And I used it pretty religiously for a while, and then I just kind of forgot that it existed, and then I like decided that I really wanted to use it up by the end of the year. So it is fully used up there. And I don't think I'm gonna get another eye cream. I think I'm just gonna kind of let that chill. Like, I don't really feel like I get a lot of benefit out of it, and sometimes it makes my eye makeup like be a little patchy. So we'll see if I end up getting one in the future, but I think for now I'm just gonna hold off. And then final empty is the NYX Thick It Stick It Brow Mascara. And I think this one, it technically has a little bit more product in it, but it has gotten to the point where it's like so unbelievably thick and goopy that I can't actually put it in my brows. So I'm gonna call this an empty because I have used it like every single day for the past however long, and we're gonna call that an empty. So I have another brow gel in my collection, but it is a clear brow gel, so we'll see about maybe getting a new brow gel in the new year. And I really kind of want to try one of the Maybelline ones, so we'll see kind of what we go there. And I have two other declutters. This one is the NYX lip pencil in the shade Plum. And the reason why I decluttered this was, I don't know if you can see that sharpening job, but I had used it a couple times, and then I sharpened it and it just broke. And then I would sharpen it again and it just break. And every time I was sharpening it, it was just breaking. And so I think that it's maybe defective, or like the core is like dry or something, and I just can't be bothered. So got rid of that. And then this was the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Eggplant. And it's, bottom came off, but it's a really pretty purple, like smoky purple, but unfortunately I realized it was kind of creating an eye reaction for me. My eyes have been very sensitive over the past year, and honestly, like, I've done a lot less eye makeup because of it, because my eyes just keep getting irritated by different things. And I think that unfortunately they're getting irritated by purple pigment, like purples and reds. So I unfortunately have to let this go. So that is my empties. So I'm gonna just push those to the side, but then I want to go through my year-to-date recap and kind of go through some fun things. But I keep track of my empties just kind of in like a large list, and keep track of all this information. But for some kind of like high-level totals, I had a total empty count of 137. 31 of those were declutters, so 22%, which was better than last year. I think last year it was around like 36%, so decrease there. And then as far as the empties value, 1,877. So good total empty value. I did not hit 2,000, which was kind of my goal, but I realized like midway through the year, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna hit that. So I didn't really like try to hit it. From about, I think, like July onwards, I was like, I'm not gonna hit it. I'm not like averaging enough, which is fine. So as far as like some kind of interesting like total months, my best month for empty counts was June with 21 empties, and my worst month was November with 2 empties. So kind of crazy there. I only really finished a couple in that month. After November, I think my next lowest was July with 6 empties. So kind of a big jump from 6 to 2. And then I think that really like stayed the same for value. They kind of stayed in the same area. I tracked, let's see, I tracked 41 different categories of product. going from acne dots through blush and brow and body wash and cleanser, hair products, hair dye, lotion, scrubs, serum, wax melt, kind of all of those different things got tracked in here. But I do have some interesting notes that I wanted to share with you, and this was done by looking at my 2025 pivots compared to my 2024, so some year-over-year comparisons for you. Interesting categories, body wash was down by 70% usage, and that was, and these are all going to be calculated by value, not by like count. Set down 70%, which translated to $56. And I kind of went through and I was like, was there a reason? Like, what was the pattern? And I found for the last 2 years, on average, I'm using a body wash every 4 to 5 months, which I don't know if that's average or not, but that's kind of like what I've been averaging for, I guess, 2 years. And I think in 2024, I had more variety. Like, I tried stuff from different brands, and on average, my body wash cost more. So I think that really I kind of switched for lower cost options. And then also secondarily, I'm kind of like in between the cycle of a body wash. So I think I'll have an empty probably like mid-January or maybe like early February on body wash. And so next year might be a little bit more expensive compared to 2025. Another interesting thing was that brow products as a category were down by 43%, which was about $56 as well. And I think main reasons there was last year I had some major declutters on brow categories. And then I also looked through, I primarily use like a brow pencil right now. And last year I had used some more expensive brow pencils. So I kind of have one that I like stick to now. And yeah. On average, I use one brush cleaner per year, like a bottle of brush cleaner, and that has stayed true for I think 3 years now. I had 0 candles this year compared to I think I had like $90 or $120 in that category last year. But I did have a new category, which was incense, and I spent about $23 on incense. So huge. I think that's like a primary, like, there were a lot of different factors. There were a lot of categories that went up and down, and some categories that I had no spend in. But I think that's one where like I really made the switch to like a more affordable and like more, I don't know, more me sort of thing. Like, I was really into candles for a long time, and then kind of just moved over to incense. So kind of interesting there. Lip balm was down by 56%, which was a total of $53. Last year I used 25 cents of lip balm per day. This year I used 11 cents of lip balm per day. So kind of interesting there. I think the main factor on that is I have a lot more simultaneously active lip balms this year. Like, I've been keeping multiple in my routine and like just scattered through my apartment and stuff. And so I think that next year I'll probably have a lot of empties of lip balm because I'll be using all of them up at the same time. Another interesting category, makeup wipes were down by 59%, which was about $25. I don't really have an explanation for that. Maybe I have just used them for glitter instead of like kind of interspersing them, but I didn't notice like a big difference in like face wash or anything like that. So interesting there. And then moisturizer was up by 26%, which was about $25. And I do think that that's like just the difference of like last year I was trying different moisturizers and I wasn't really sure that like the moisturizer that I now consider my holy grail, which is the number 7 Hydra, is it Hydra Luminous moisturizer. That one is like what my skin really likes. And last year I was kind of being like, I feel like it's too expensive, so I'm gonna try and find some like alternatives. And this year I was just like, every 2 months or 3 months or whatever, or I just buy a new moisturizer of the same one. So I think that's just the difference there. Overall, my total empties compared value was down 9%, which was about $195. So last year I did hit that $2,000 mark. And then my other like big thing for the year was I did not hit diamond status at Ulta. I know that I like have mentioned that in a couple of empty videos that I didn't think that I was gonna hit status at Ulta. Obviously I still hit platinum, and I probably went way beyond platinum, but I had $257 left to go in order to hit diamond for next year, and I'm just not gonna do it. I don't have $250 worth of product that I need right now, and I have a ton of points. I have like I think $250 worth of points, so either way I wouldn't spend that money, and so I decided to do a no buy for Ulta for the month of December and part of November, and it's been working well. I am really ready to go back because, like I said, I've had some empties of things that I would probably repurchase right away, that I just didn't realize were about empty, and so, you know, yeah. But I think next year we'll see how it goes, but I do think that overall I spent less, overall I consumed less. I kind of found my routine with a lot of things, like my face moisturizer and my hair products. I just kind of use the same thing. So yeah, that's my year-end empties, and I'll probably post all my spreadsheet stuff over on my Instagram if you guys are curious at looking at any of that. But yeah, have a great rest of the year. Happy New Year, and you'll probably see me back again, probably same outfit, for my reading recap for 2025. So see you there. Bye bye.